Welcome to Regal Achievers Educational Ltd, presenting Royal Tutors, your trusted support for brain-friendly, eye-impacting learning. Today we're going to be learning about how to write an effective introduction for literature essays and setting up your argument. First, I would like to talk about the purpose of an introduction. Your introduction should answer the question directly. It should show your line of arguments, that is your opinion, mention the text, author, and main theme or idea. You have to be brief. 3 to 5 sentences is enough. You can also think about a map for the reader. It shows where your essay is heading. Number 2, these are the simple 3-step structure. We have this, we're looking at the step, what to include, an example. First is context and text. Name the text, writer, and topic of the question. For example, in Shakespeare's tragedy Romeo and Juliet, the playwright explores the power of love and its tragic consequences. Number 2, you answer the question. What to include? What should you include when you're answering your question? Give a clear overall response, which is your big idea or argument. Example, it presents love as both passionate and destructive, showing how it can bring joy but also lead to death. Number 3, preview your main point. What to include? Hint at what paragraphs will focus on. For example, still on Romeo and Juliet, through the characters of Romeo, Juliet, and Friar Lawrence, Shakespeare shows that love can inspire devotion but also drive recklessness. Now let's look at a full example introduction. In Shakespeare's tragedy Romeo and Juliet, the playwright explores the power of love and its tragic consequences. It presents love as both passionate and destructive, showing how it can bring joy but also lead to death. Through the characters of Romeo, Juliet, and Friar Lawrence, Shakespeare shows that love can inspire, develop, but also drive dangerous decisions. Just like the 3 simple step structure. That full example has the context and text. It answers the question, then also it preview my main points. Now, what you should not do. First, don't summarize the plot. It is wrong to start by summarizing the plot. That is, Romeo and Juliet is a story about 2 lovers who die at the end. Number 2, don't write a history essay like this. In Elizabethan England, people married young and obeyed their parents. 3, don't start with cliches. Since the beginning of time, people have fallen in love. Then finally, go straight to the point and focus on the writer's message. Here is a formula you can reuse. First, writer presents the theme. In the text, you mention the text as main argument, showing how key idea or effect. For example, Shakespeare presents ambition in Macbeth as a dangerous force that destroys both conscience and order. Goldingly presents human nature in Lord of the Flies as naturally savage when civilization breaks down. Dixon presents society responsibility in A Christmas Carol as essential for creating a kinder society. You can see the formula that is being used. The writer is being mentioned, the word present, then the theme, and text, then the main argument, then showing key idea. So here are the examples you can also use when you're trying to create an argument. Use confident, analytical language instead of vulgar phrases like the writer shows or try. Instead of using the writer shows, you can use synonyms like the writer presents or reveals, explores, suggests, emphasizes, criticizes, highlights. So these verbs sound analytical and help you sound confident from the first line. So you have to use confident and analytical language when you are starting your argument. Now, keep it focused and flexible. An introduction should be short, 3 to 5 sentences max. 2, focused. You should answer the question straight away. 3, flexible. Adapt the wording to different essay prompts. For example, how does Shakespeare present ambition in Macbeth? Now let's look at this model introduction. Shakespeare presents ambition in Macbeth as a corrupting and destructive force. At first, Macbeth's ambition seems admirable, driving him to achieve greatness. However, as the play unfolds, his desire for power grows uncontrollable, leading to guilt, paranoia, and death. Through this, Shakespeare warns that unchecked ambition can destroy both moral integrity and order. You can see this introduction. Finally, before you wrap up your essay, does it mention the writer and text? These are the checks and balances that you go through to make sure that what you have written is valid. Does it mention the writer and text? Does it answer the question directly? Does it set up your main argument? Does it hint at your paragraph ideas? Is it short and confident? Remember, no filler. If yes, your introduction is ready. Thank you very much for watching. See you in my next video. Bye-bye.